Not like I'll ever actually use that app. But welcome to the stream. Yes, that's right. I am streaming Genshin Impact, as I said earlier, and kinda put in the community tab. I did not mean to have my character turn around there. But anyway, we're just gonna primarily grind some artifacts for this that are in this specific domain for a certain character that should be released in the next part, or in the next version of the game, or in the next update. Because as much as I actually would love to get Nilou here, I kind of want to get the new playable Archon once that one comes out, which actually is in the character that I'm talking about. Plus the fact that literally if I now pull, if I now do 10 wishes, I am quite literally, after also spending 30 bucks, at the point where it's guaranteed gonna give me a 5-star character. Or a 5-star something if I fail the 50-50 and get a weapon, or if I fail the 50-50 and get a different 5-star character. And I would be incredibly pissed off if it happens to be Jean, because then I'm just gonna... I mean, to be fair. Anyway. Yeah, some people fail their 50-50 on their on different characters.
And I know just the tune to accompany them.
And like some people will fill their 50-50 and get a lot of Chi-Chi, which is a well, a healer or a cryo character. Some fail them and get the Mona. Of those people I'm actually jealous, but then there are people like me who consistently somehow pull Jean. Fun fact, actually, when I made Genshin when I first started playing Genshin Impact, the first 5-star that I pulled was actually Diluc. And then when I thought, maybe I should, just in case, since I have some friends who live in America, make an account there. For first 5-star that I pull there, also Diluc. Yeah. But yeah, we're actually gonna do the artifact grind here. I mean, I know it says party level is too low. Oh wait, actually. We should probably put an electrical character in our team just in case. So that means a bye-bye to Yanfei. I wonder. But yeah, we're actually gonna primarily be grinding the artifacts for this domain because apparently the character that I'm talking about, well, obviously she's gonna be using the new element, for which one of the 2-piece sets in this artifact domain will actually have. I forgot to check something. And she's probably, since it's not out yet, or since she's not out yet, it's also thought that she might be good with, you know, elemental mastery. So, which is actually something that is good for the other set, or a good thing to get from the other set. Don't worry here, I'm just grabbing a few I would need to put all the artifacts that I took off her back onto her. Wait a second. Oh no, there's that one set. Do I actually have a good one here to put on? Yeah, sure, why not? Seeing as this single circlet here gives me both 30 or a little more than 30 crit rate and a little more than 30 crit damage. I think that's actually a pretty lucky roll that most of the most of the upgrades for the substats went into crit damage on a crit rate circlet. Actually, so much so that the crit damage substat does more than the main stat, or gives more than the main stat. Kind of funny. I'm actually considering putting like a full Noblesse Obliged set on Yaimiko here, because I actually have like also a very similar set here, or a set of substats here, where most of the upgrades went into crit damage and crit rate. I think like one went into energy recharge if I remember correctly, but it's actually a pretty good roll on substats, I think. Plus, substat-wise, I mean artifact-wise, I don't have a character yet that uses a full set of Noblesse Obliged, which is actually beneficial for your team from what I've heard, but we'll see. Oh no. Cancel. Didn't mean to go into multiplayer there. Cause we like to get tortured here. Not really, but you get the point. I think we only face like 3 specific enemies here. It is just that they are rather tough.
Let's dance. Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
I like how it takes like a minute before they actually spawn in here.
Is that all you've got?
Yeah, my Kazuha does actually very little damage.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Now it's confused with Electro, god damn it.
I'm sick of this Embracius!
Behold the frozen popsicle.
Whirling snow!
Just instantly froze again and got killed by the bubble that is created thanks to the artifact set that they have on Barbara. I actually really like that artifact set on a healer, because you do like a decent amount. If you do a certain amount of healing, you'll actually do a decent amount of damage once that bubble pops. Condensed resin, of course, because we get more. Would be great if we instantly pulled like an amazing artifact set here, or an artifact piece. I mean, we got 2 for the same set. Let's see. Oh, Oh no. I mean... worth saving, I guess, because might have... God damn it. Funny enough, this one actually has the substat Elemental Mastery. And a 2-piece set, which we now got, gives 80. So if I actually equip this, these two artifacts on a character that needs Elemental Mastery, they'll instantly have 100 Elemental Mastery plus. Well, that's the first run for the dungeon. I mean, most of the time, like, getting a crit rate or crit damage circlet would be great. Which is the obvious part of the of the artifact set that you would put on your head, you know? For those of you who don't know. Right.
I'll protect us.
Not welcome here.
Right now.
Let's end
Emerge.
this now.
Southward swirl.
Is that all you've got?
Yeah. I'm getting right here, right now. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Now you've got my attention.
Temporarily immortal. It took a bit for my character to actually switch there. And we get, again, two 5-star artifacts for the same set. Let's hope this circlet has better stats. And it does not. God damn. I mean, it has both attack substats, but main stat defense. Yeesh. Oh god, this one's even worse. Well, yeah, I don't honestly, unless I know that I have a character that really benefits from defense. The least wanted substat that I would want is defense, because I also have the shittiest luck in terms of as soon as I have an artifact with defense substats, of which there are also 2, I have the greatest luck that most of the upgrades go into those specific stats. And so far I only have 2 characters that I know of that would benefit from the defense substat and everything, or that benefit from defense. Which would be Yunjin and everyone's favorite gang leader Oni. That's right, that would be Arataki numero uno Ito, which is also one of the lines that he actually says.
I'll protect us.
You are not welcome here.
Right here. Right now. Take flight. Embrace the ice. Whirling snow. Yeah. here. Emerge. Right now.
You missed.
Into the wind.
Now!
As one with wind and cloud. That hurt.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Can I kill him with the
I'm
burst?
always watching.
Nope.
No more games.
Actually, I think Yamiko actually,
Right now. Right
or
here.
this
Right
character
now.
actually benefits from the elemental mastery.
Take flight.
Of course, if you build her for like support, which is what I think that I'll actually do. Come on, something for that Dendro set. Oh, nice, we actually got 3 5-star artifacts. Come on, it'll be good. Attack. Oh no. Oh fuck no. See what I mean? I, most of the time, get artifacts that have these substats, like defense percentage and defense. I mean, this one's, I'm not quite sure, but then again, it's not known yet how you would have to build the character for which I'm grinding these artifacts for. Also, once my condensed resin is actually run out, I'll actually make some more. I think I can make like 4 more and then I'm out of resin completely, or I have like 20 left. But hey, you can do essentially use that for if you have one single run, or if you do one run in the domain to get more rewards. To be fair, it does cost like double the amount to make them in terms of resin, but hey, better than nothing.
I'll protect us. Come on.
How convenient.
Right here.
Right here. Right
Let's end
now.
this now!
You missed me.
Kamisato art. Shumetsu. Whirling snow.
The wind knows how. Into the wind. Time to go.
Right here. Right now. Dear me. Emerge. Take flight. Embrace the ice. So rude. Let go light.
Is that all you've got?
Clouds high. The birds call.
Right now. A sight to behold.
Will. Again.
Victory via burst. Oh boy. Damn it. Please be good. Fuck. I have the worst luck with artifacts. mean, I'm obviously gonna do a bit of the story later as well. So yeah, might be fun, you know? I don't like that it takes so long for them to actually spawn in.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Come on out. Let the show begin. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl.
Now you're testing. One with nature.
Yeah, I need to heal there.
I'll protect us.
The wind knows me. One with wind and cloud. Time to go. One with nature.
Emerge right now.
Into the wind.
Man. Alright. Oh man, I have the shittiest luck. Ooh. Depending on the 4th substat that I would get once I have this thing at level 4, this one might be decent. I would be pissed if it turns out... Oh yeah, by the way, have a level 5. Or I mean have a defense substat. Whoops. I mean, we're out of resin, so... Alchemy table. Go here. Waiting for the loading screen. By the way, for those of you who still want to vote, at the time of me streaming, you still have some time, or like a few hours left to vote, I think, but depending on where you live, but it's gonna look like that I will tomorrow. Ah, god damn it, I'm confusing my own brain here. But in terms of that voting poll in my community tab, it's looking like I'll be streaming Digimon Survive. Funny enough, that's actually the one of the 2 things on that list that I thought no one would vote for. Also meaning that I'll have to keep my water handy. Yeah, we only have 3 of those crystals, so... So I can do 3 more runs of that domain with the condensed resin, and then I have to do 2 more just regularly. Also, for those of you wondering, if you actually have artifacts that you really don't like or have shitty substats on, like I do, you can literally take one of these artifact sets on this list that you would think you would need. For example, I could go for like Noblesse Obliged here, select, and then just have to select those artifacts. And for 3 of these artifacts, you'll actually make one of the selected artifact sets here. So it's a good way to get rid of crappy 5-star artifacts. And back to this domain we go. I mean, I could also just finish these 3 condensed resins, see what I get, and then do more of the story. Which would also be beneficial since there's still like an event going on for which I have only a few days left. But I need to unlock the desert area because all the remaining locations where I have to search for that event are in the desert. So I'm in the need to unlock that entire area. Still not joining multiplayer. By the way, for those also, I don't know how you do this, but apparently, if you know someone's UID, like it's the number displayed in the bottom corner there. Apparently, somehow using that you can send like the stuff you need to buy Primo gems to those players. I have no idea how that would work, but honestly, would be surprising. Do 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 do.
You are time to go welcome here.
Take flight.
For this thing that I want to do, they actually have to be close together.
One with nature.
Embrace the ice. Emerge. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Right now. Ha!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
We'll meet.
I like how they just randomly turn into sand. Yeah, my amigo isn't that strong yet. By the way, I don't know if it's the same for other people, but when they first actually introduced Yai Miko in the Archon quest line, my first thought was, man, she's a bitch. You know? With like the way she was acting and everything. Like my first thought was, man, she's a bitch. If Trash Talking Yaimiko gave these 2 5-star artifacts great substats, for me anyway, or what I would consider to be good substats, then I would trash talk her more. Come on. I mean, elemental mastery, energy recharge, and crit damage. Now that I think about it, if I actually were to have like a good character that primarily focuses on elemental mastery, I might now already have like a good two-piece set then for from this set. Like, since it already gives 80 elemental mastery if you have two pieces of this set equipped, plus I think it was the I think it was either like the circlet or the helmet, I mean, or the flower kind of thing that also had like the substat for elemental mastery. So, by the looks of it, I'm gonna be trash talking Yaimiko for a bit. Like, now I think I have like guaranteed 3 artifacts for this particular set that have crit damage as a substat, attack or energy recharge, and the elemental mastery substat. Like, damn. So, also, considering I now have to trash talk Yamiko here, for those of you not aware, apparently in the weird side of the Genshin community, you have this group of people who think Yaimiko and or who claim that Yaimiko and the Raiden Shogun are a lesbian couple and will literally ruin your lives if you say otherwise, or do so, or attempt to ruin your lives, you know? I think I actually heard of some people who would literally like harass artists who drew them in who drew either one of these characters in like a different romantic relationship with another character. I heard they were literally harassing those kinds of artists. I mean, honestly, people are allowed their own opinions, so actually harassing people for a different opinion is like such a low and scummy thing to do, to be honest. I mean, I can see it. I can see that's what some people would see, but eh. Oh boy. But yeah, honestly, some people have like make like too big of a fuss over just the dumbest things, you know? And to those kinds of people, I'll say, hey, at least Twitter is back to being an actual free speech platform in all likelihood. And not being like mostly botted and leaning towards one side of the aisle.
You are not welcome here.
One with nature.
That character literally didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to do anything there.
Right here.
Testing my patience.
Oh, come on.
One with nature.
Finish now.
Eek! So far.
Sever.
Whirling snow! Sakura swirl! Right now. Right here. I'm always watching.
And double bursted.
Right now. What a nuisance. Emerge.
Oh, let's end this now.
Oh no, they killed Kazuha. They murdered me, boy.
Let's dance. Take flight.
And that guy should have been frozen. Oh well. Welcome back to the living, Kazuha. I have to wait a minute before I can use a revive item. Come on! Yaimiko is a bitch! Yaimiko is a bitch! Come on! Give me good substats! Come on, good substats. Well, I guess trash talking Yaimiko didn't work this time. Yeah, it definitely didn't work this time. Fuck. Oh well. Guess the last one. Guess the last run was a fluke. But in all honesty, I actually really, even though like when Yaimiko first was introduced and my thoughts were literally, man, she's a bitch. She's actually kind of grown on me. I mean, she's also a literal fox girl, so... AKA Kitsune. Should probably heal Kazuha a bit more.
You are not welcome here.
Oh no, not welcome, huh?
Whirling snow. Kami-san to art. Sometsu. So rude.
One with nature.
Let's end this now.
That hurt.
Right now.
Now you're testing
Right here.
my patience. Gotcha.
My apologies.
Oh come on, how did I get frozen?
A sight to behold. Right now. Right here.
Now you've got.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
What way was I supposed to go? That way.
Time to go.
Alright, the last bit of condensed resin that I have. Please be good. Come on, please be amazing. God damn it. Motherfucker. Like, I have the worst luck. Most of the time. You know? I most of the time have the worst luck for this shit. Oh boy. I mean, I could now just go and use those unwanted 5-star artifacts and maybe see if I can get 2 more decent pieces for the Noblesse Obliged set. Which is what I think I'll do now first, and then I'll actually do a bit more of the story. Uh. Right, where's the alchemist? Wait, there's no alchemist in there. Or here. Oh hey, one of those things that I would need to look for is actually right here, apparently. Yeah, the rest is somewhere in the... Oh wait. So normally it should show the markers, I think, but for the event thing I need to go to these locations here. Fudge. Guess I'll have to go to this alchemist here. Are there actually any other sets that I would want to go for? For this, reusing crappy artifacts. First try is still gonna be the noblesse obliged one. Oh god damn it, it's the icon for the Adventurers Guild, not the... Where's the alchemist in Sumeru City? I think I found it. Kinda. Found it! Ooh, flower. Alright. Select this one. I'll keep this one actually. Oh boy. Yeah, if only I had like 2 more other artifact. Wait, I do. God damn it. I'd say this one is better to keep. So, bye bye to those 2 artifacts. Alright, let's see what these give me. And I literally get 4 artifacts that I already had have a pretty good piece for the Nobliged set. Sucks. Sucks. God damn it. This one's actually pretty good, especially if like the 4th substat would be crit rate. You know? So we'll actually keep this one. And get rid of these 3. And of course I make a fucking flower. Do I actually have an artifact here that I want to get rid of? If... No. Damn it.
Why isn't it working?
Alright. Walk on quest, and let's do this. One thing that I will do actually is if we actually encounter the item that I need to increase the level cap for Candace, I will mark them on the map. Oh look, Rift Hounds. But the reason why I will actually mark them on the map is because those specific kind of materials take, I think, like a day to an actual day to respawn.
I could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
A day or two, I think. Yeah, I think it's like 2 days before they, like 2 real life days before those resources respawn.
Ooh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Not only is she really strong...
Ah, here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action.
Flame
I'll leave
Mane.
these to you then.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Emerge.
One with nature.
Take flight. Sakura swirl. Here comes another wave. When are they ever gonna let up? Yeah! Whirling snow. Yeah!
The wind knows me.
Right here. Emerge. Come on. We can do it. Let's dance.
Oh, now they're dead.
The creature stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
Doubt it.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children.
I mean, would you be one of the
chief
elderly?
Of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
It's a
Sir,
pleasure to meet you,
I
sir.
am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes, According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru Village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no
Matra, you must be an
God
expert in these
fucking
kinds of
damn it.
investigations. Thank you for your help.
Fucking... One of these days I'll literally murder my... Let me just check here if everything is back in order. Seriously, one of these days I'm gonna murder my internet provider in this shit. I mean, by the looks of it, everything is normal. And why is it so low quality? At least on my phone. Because from what I know, it should... I mean, I should have like a better quality. Maybe that's just on my phone. Obviously looping off. Why is my video quality so low? God dang it. Hang on, I just... Oh god, now I have to check it on my computer. God fucking... Dang it! Those of you who don't know, I am increasingly annoyed at my internet provider. And yet somehow... Yeah, so the low quality is just something on my phone, apparently. Oh well. Continuing.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But,
among other things.
Is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
Huh. I guess there's... On my phone there's actually a massive delay. Oh well. That's why this is a great opportunity to watch him. I mean, sure, why
I'll
not?
be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Alright. Knowledge is key after all. Literally just up ahead.
My apologies.
I wanted to press the run button there.
Although I've sent myself into
Is
exile,
that a coconut in a tree?
I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to mad... Yeah, why do they refer to mad scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident.
Huh.
The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars.
I bet.
But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety.
But then,
suddenly,
the Fire
he
Nation
noticed a
attacked.
mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt.
That's nice.
After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
Aww.
Soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? What do you make of it, Traveler?
It must have been Nahida's power, which is the character that I actually want to try and pull for in the next version.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
Doubt it, since... oh, I actually turned off autoplay.
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So,
I mean, we
what do
literally
you
talked
make
to
of
the
story?
god of this part of the world.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali.
No
and
shit.
I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds.
Because
To me,
some people keep
She
that
might
shit
as well have been
secret.
a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
You betcha.
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Here's the thing, there's a big, massive pyramid that's also been shown in the trailers for this area.
Are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh? Who are you?
A little
By the
kid
sounds
looking
of
for
it,
their grandpa.
a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
True.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
I mean, it's a little kid.
Haven wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry, I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest.
Oh, I bet.
If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
Yeah, go help him, Sino.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Yes, sir. Just having a casual stroll. Yeah, sir, if you guys hear something in the background, I am actually changing how I'm sitting here on the couch.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Probably.
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep.
Aww.
The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems
Same
like they
here.
both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
That is actually a really sad story. I mean, I could also just run to those Statue of the Seventh and then unlock or reveal the last bits of the area. If I felt like it. But that's probably something that I wouldn't do on a stream.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much!
You speak.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the
Perhaps.
village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay.
If it's the wrong
Did you
kind of
notice
mushroom.
anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
He's hiding something. I have a feeling he didn't tell us everything there.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others.
Fun fact. Now, it would actually turn out to be really funny if it would actually turn out that
Gotcha.
the guy that Isak here is referring to as his grandpa is actually his actual grandpa's long-lost twin. Poor kitten. It ran off. No. Not worth attacking the cat. Not like you can actually kill it. Because they be masters at dodging shit. Jabari. That name actually sounds familiar.
Have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. Hey, you're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
Whew, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by any time.
Wow, what a nice guy!
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Probably has something to do with the fact that his business is low. We're being followed, aren't we?
Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Join the Aerolites and embrace.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Oh, hell
exactly.
nah.
Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, Repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh? Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Huh.
Yeah. Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Yeah, no kidding, you're just a
Okay,
regular
good sir.
NPC.
What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Where? Who? Do you know? Have any description of the characters who's we're talking about that?
Go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Wonder why? Perhaps because it's a quite literally very small and resembles a child with elf ears. Maybe it is like a Master Yoda situation where she's actually already like 50 or 80 years old, despite being so small.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds
They
like
want to get rid
close
of
with the radicals.
Sino here.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking, and many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and
And
even
you'll
Candace
die.
won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
No kidding. Although,
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
probably.
I heard that.
Sorry.
So, are those big ears on top of your head for show, or do they actually function as ears?
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to
Yep,
check a few more
definitely.
places.
Maybe we could check the scholars' homes?
Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Oh, but Follow the kid, I guess. We're faster at walking than the little kid here.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
I mean, to be fair, I often have the urge to scream at the top of my lungs as well, but I kinda don't do that. I just have the urge, you know?
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No kidding.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
I have a feeling
Yes.
they're mortal enemies.
Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No, no need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In
No.
the forest. From a scholar.
Let's keep looking for more clues. Figures. A fun fact, actually, I frequently
What
like
are you
go
looking
to.
for, Sino?
I actually frequently go to areas in Genshin Impact just to listen to the background music, because for some reason it's like really relaxing, and also the soundtrack is pretty good as well.
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
The
We'd have
Fatui.
to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Or the Academia.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the
Aw.
scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness?
Yep.
Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Getting rid of them without raising too much suspicion, so they could dispose of them, since no one will actually miss them.
Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Yep, my
Please,
thoughts
You
exactly.
have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Yay. Let me just quickly check this up here. Damn it, I wanted to jump on. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly check what the name of that material is that I actually need to level up Candace. Or increase her level cap. I need this particular fruit. Red crest. So it's not this thing. What shall we get here?
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a
Ladies
lot to
talking
tell you.
fashion.
Ah, welcome back.
Believe it or not, I actually prefer darker
Sounds like
fabric
everyone's
as
friends
well.
already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful?
Kinda. You tell Candace
I
and
see.
Dia, or
So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
yep.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense
And
you
here
just
we
mentioned is
have
only
our
popular
culprit.
beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of
The
them are known around these
duck-tailed bearded
parts.
crook.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia.
AKA getting rid of any of their debts.
Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this place inside and out!
We're being watched.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
She seems like someone I would want to go grab
now
a drink
hold
with,
on.
honestly.
You're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on connections out here.
Yep.
Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
No kidding.
Fine.
Because I'll be staying
Good.
here too and
Then
let
we've
you
got a
do all the
plan.
work.
The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out
damn
where
it.
the Mad Scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Now be a good boy, Sino, and stay here. Sino